This is video number 4. As I stated in my previous video, I now had a loan with Lloyds that I could not pay. My wife had left me and was living in Derby. I was living on my own. My life was in utter chaos. I was as balmy as a coot. And at one stage I'd burnt all documents and everything because I wanted no trace of this left of me on this air. I know you're going to think I'm mad. But anyway, that's what mental illness does to you. So, I couldn't have opened up a Lloyds account even if I'd have wanted to. But I didn't because I wouldn't have anything to do with the bank. But anyway, I couldn't have opened up an account anyway because I had no documents. My wife had taken, and my daughter had taken a load of documents from the house. And you need a utility bill and you need something else. Anyway, as my illness deteriorated and I went downhill, the one thing I was aware of was that it was the end of the business. So I gave instructions to builders to convert the shop and the domestic premises into 4 flats. And this builder started to do. They smashed the property to pieces and I was going to convert it into 4 flats and rent the business out on the side. The 1 flat would have been for my wife to live in after I died, because I knew that it was all total stupidity. I mean, we've been married for 40-some odd years, and I knew that it was stupidity that my wife and I were apart. The other 3 flats and the yard would be rented out to give my wife an income into old age. As I deteriorated, it was decided that I would move in with my wife, which was finally, we got over the silliness, and I moved in with my wife in Derby. And it was from Derby that I made several attempts, as I had made previously, to pay the loan with Lloyds Bank. I even made a YouTube video of me going into the bank and trying to pay it. But unfortunately, due to complaints from Lloyds, they took it off YouTube, and my stupid younger grandson, who's still talking to me, had deleted it off his phone, so I can't put it on these videos. But anyway, it was made. So, as my health deteriorated, my wife and I moved to, I went to live with my wife in Derby, who nursed me back to health. And, well, not back to health, but nursed me. And because I was in Derby, I went into Lloyds in, oh God, Glenn, where is it? I went to the main branch in, what's that place in Derby now where I went? Remember? Oh Christ, that's really old. What's the place in Derby where I went? Burton, yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, I went to the main branch in Burton in January 2015. I explained the situation to the woman there. She was a very nice woman, but she said she couldn't help me. She said the only way to do it was to bring up my grandson's account into the black, because it was not closed down as I had assumed it was, because it couldn't be closed down because there was a direct debit attached to it, the direct debit that I was trying to pay. And she said that I would have to bring that account up to date. But I explained to her, how could I bring an account up to date that wasn't mine, that I hadn't got any access to, that I didn't know how much was in arrears, I didn't know how much would go to, if it would go at all, to paying off the loan. She said she couldn't help me because it was my grandson's account, and she said there was no way that I could pay off the loan because I hadn't got a Lloyds account. So at that meeting, I explained to the dear lady, who was a very nice lady, that because it was presumed I only had so much time to live, that we were moving to a place in Cyprus to spend my last days. I gave the address and everything else, and I left the bank. And I think it's time to bring this video to a close.